Yo, what's going on, peeps? We're back with another vid. Make sure you smash the like, make sure you subscribe, make sure you comment, make sure you share. This video's a little late, but better late than never. We've got the player ratings for Spurs v Man City. Really know, I've done the review already. Tottenham 1, Man City 0, and they never really turned up. So I'll give you a little quick little synopsis before I get into the player ratings. First 15-20, Man City all over us. Couldn't get in the game, we couldn't get any rhythm, couldn't string any passes together. Fernandinho was just busting that midfield, cutting out everything, and he's the oldest man probably on the pitch. Yet he's moving that he's the youngest. Absolutely bust that midfield, and then slowly we started to grow in the game, string some passes, looked a little threatening on the counter. Sonny getting through a few times, even Bergwijn looked alright. Maybe some new manager bounce, but the whole team was pretty decent. Even the defenders, dare I say, Eric Dyer and Sanchez, who I was dreading seeing at the start, but they actually played very, very well. So I'll big them up. I give credit where it's due. They done well, they done their thing, especially Sanchez. And Son in the first half was being a little bit annoying. He'll be through on Mendy or Ake, then he'll cut back and go backwards. And you can hear the groaning in the crowds because they're thinking, Son, you can use both feet, just take him on, put the ball in the box. He didn't do that. Second half, when he did do that, that's what led to the goal. Brilliant finish from Son. What he does, comes in, cuts in on his left, bam, bottom bins. Ellison, no chance. We had a second chance. Bergwijn through, little slip from maybe Diaz, and he was in. And his first touch wasn't great, took him a bit away from goal, but from that position you need to be going across the goal, not at the goalie's near post, so poor finish. And that should have put us out of sight, but other than that, the team done well. Even the attackers, they done well. Son, Lucas and Bergwijn all done a solid job, so big them up as well. But Man City didn't really trouble us until, apart from that first 15-20, Mars had a decent chance, and once De Bruyne came on, they looked a little bit more threatening. We were dropping a lot more further back, so they knew that they had a real baller on the pitch and they had to be on job, and they were definitely on job. And if I was an employer, I would be paying them for that shift that they put in, because they did put in a shift, the whole squad, so big them up. But let's get into the player ratings. That's what we're here for. You want to know anything else, go check the review. But right now we're doing the player ratings, and as always we start between the sticks, and that's Hugo Lloris, and I'm giving him a 5 because for the most part he didn't have anything to do. But when he was called upon in the first 15, he came out for a corner and he came flapping at it and he missed it, and Fernandinho almost headed it into the empty net. I'm like, this guy, man, new season, but some things don't change. If you're a goalkeeper and you're coming a long way, because he came a long way. He's like from England to Australia, which is like 24-hour plane ride. He came a long way to get that ball, and he weren't even close. So if you're gonna come out and commit, you gotta hit it, and you gotta make contact, and he didn't. And he was lucky we weren't punished for it. But I'm gonna give him a 5 because other than that, didn't really have anything to do. Next, Sanchez. If I'm honest, I would have wanted Rodin in there along Dyer, or Rodin along him, either or, but I didn't want them both in. But he proved me wrong. I don't know if it's a new manager bounce or what it is. Maybe they're happier playing under, I don't know what it is, but he was immense. He was going into every tackle, winning second balls, defending with it for his life. Like they said, if you don't defend, we're gonna kidnap your family and you ain't ever gonna see him again. That boy, he threw his whole body on the line. He done everything I've not seen him do in a long time. So big him up, and I will give him an 8. He was very, very good. Eric Dyer, pretty solid as well. Didn't really do much, putting a couple of blocks here and there as he does, but he wasn't really troubled as much as Sanchez and Tanganga down that side. So I'll give him probably a 7. He did do a good job. Reguilon, definitely one of the better games he's had, because back end of last season he was awful. In that game, definitely a lot better, a lot more solid defensively as well as going forward. So I'll big him up, and he's getting a 7 for me as well. And next, Tanganga, my man of the match. Easy. People were saying Lucas. Some people said Son. I'm like, for what? He just got to go. He wasn't really great other than that. He was okay. But for me, definitely Tanganga, man of the match. He was dealing with Sterling and Grealish, and he pocketed Sterling all day, and he gave Grealish a torrid time. So I'm sorry, he definitely had the hard task out of everyone on that pitch, dealing with Sterling and Grealish, and he done it bang on. He did do a lot. He did commit a lot of fouls, but that's because he was on it and he threw himself in there. Now, for me, if Uri is in there, if Doherty's in there, you ain't getting that same performance out of them. They're not shutting down Grealish and Sterling, because they're more attack minded. Well, definitely Uri is more attack minded, and Doherty's a shit. So he's just not doing either or. He's just garbage. So for me, he came in, done a job, young, hungry, and he showed them, man, what he's supposed to do as a right back. And if you're not going to go forward, at least defend. These that go forward, they can't cross, but then they can't defend. So they've not really been anything to the team. Tanganga don't really go forward much, but he definitely can defend. So for me, my man of the match, and he gets a 9 out of 10. Next, Højbjerg, solid as always. Just what you expect pretty much from Højbjerg, and I'm giving him an 8. Over Skip, come back. He's not really, used to starting. Doesn't really play games, especially big game like this. So it was a brave, big decision to put him in the game like this, and he didn't start off well. If I'm honest, first half he was all over the shop. I've seen him get falling over, giving the ball away. Just, I don't know, maybe the occasion was too much. Second half settled down a little bit, but just a standard performance. I'll give him a 5. Nothing more, nothing less. Delhi, putting some tackles, a couple of passes, some good defending. Definitely happy to see him in the team, enjoying his football, it looks like. And he did look a little better than I've seen him of late. Looked a lot more fit. Still not quick, but he definitely looked fit, and he definitely looked like he was on it. And you can see some glimpses of him coming back, but it wasn't what we're used to, so I'll give him a 6, but he was okay. Next we go with Bergwijn, got an assist for the Son goal. Should have scored a goal himself, but I think there's something against City that he just usually plays somewhat decent, and he did play well. The front three, like I said, played very well, and I was a bit sceptical seeing him in there, but he proved me wrong, and that's what I want my team to do. Prove me wrong. If I think they're shit, I want you to come out and make me say, oh, hold on a minute, maybe he ain't shit, maybe I have to go back to drawing board and rethink. But more time they don't do that, but he definitely did put in a good shift, and I'll give him a 7. Son, first half, got in some good positions, but it wasn't the Sonny we're used to seeing. I don't know if it was because Kane's not there or whatever, or I don't know what it was. And it seemed like he was playing in his mind in that first half. Second half came, he took out his mind, got his goal, and he played, other than that, played decent as well. I'm going to give him a 7. Number 7 gets a 7, 77. Lucas Moura, as always, you know what you're going to get. He's just going to go forward. He's going to win the ball, fight for the ball, take it, run forward, win free kicks, whatever he's got to do, try and make something happen. And he's not the best player, but work rate wise, he's definitely up there in work rate in the squad. I don't think anyone works as hard as him to win the ball and go forward, and that's a fact. So for me, he was he was decent. I'll give him an 8. He had a good game as well, to be honest. Definitely, I think he done a lot more than Son. The only thing Son done was score a goal, but for me, Lucas all over, going forward, trying to set plays off, defending, and he's so small as well. So yeah, big him up. He's getting an 8, and the subs, the so come on, 77 minute. It's alright. 5, 5 wasn't really on that long. He's only on for a few minutes. I'd give him a 4. I don't remember him being on. Romero, he came on for Højbjerg right at the death, not marking him. And Matt Doherty came on 83rd minute. Even if I could mark him, I wouldn't mark him because I don't remember. Tanganga done most of the hard work. He came on fresh. Didn't make any mistakes, I guess. So I'll give him a 3 because he wasn't on that long. Didn't have time to do anything, I guess. So I'll give him a 3. And Santo, I'm gonna give him a 9 out of 10. We're gonna start doing manager ratings now, every game as well, and I'm gonna give him a 9 because he went with a ballsy decision to put in Skip, Dele, and all that. So big him up, and he took a risk, dropping Harry Kane from the squad altogether. So, and it paid off, to his credit. And if I'm being real, that football that I was watching against Man City, especially the counter-attack, was some of the best football I've seen them play since Poch was there, and we was unbeaten at home. I think it was a 16-17 season or something. And since then, I've not seen free-flowing football like that. So I'll give credit where it's due. It's still early, so we're not going to get carried away. But for our first competitive performance, very good. We go to Wolves next on Sunday, so we're going to see what's up. But other than that, well impressed, and we move. But until the next vid, you got to take care of yourselves, enjoy the rest of your day. I'm going to do the video about the other games as well, so do look out for that, either maybe later on today or tomorrow, not sure, but it will be coming up, so look out for that. But make sure you subscribe, make sure you like, tell your friends, tell your mum, tell your dad, brothers, sisters, aunties, grannies, uncles, the lot, wherever it is. And when FIFA 22 comes out, there will be some FIFA 22 content coming up. I'll be doing a season with Tottenham. I'm dreading it, but we'll see. That comes out September, end of September, so we'll say around October. Look out for that. Probably during the international break or whatever it is. So we'll see, but I will let you not know nearer the time, but it will be coming. But until then, I'm getting out of here. Peace.